Welcome back to the baseline. A lot of news happened this past week. Uh, some things that kind of got me pissed off. Some things that kind of worry me as we enter the second week here of June. So yeah, let's talk about it. Starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks, have lost their big off-season acquisition in Corbin Burns. He was pitching. The velocity was not there. He really didn't look like himself at all, which was worrying me. I just thought maybe he was struggling. Maybe he didn't have it. But ends up calling in a trainer, says my arm's done, which is never a good sign. And now he needs Tommy John surgery. Oh, has you thought the season for the Diamondbacks could not get any worse? It has. They are 7 games out of first place. Basically, that division's a 3-team race. Maybe they got a shot at the wild card. It's really too early to look at the wild card standings as we are here in June. But I don't know really at all if they have a shot. There's so many good teams in the NL that are not going to go anywhere. I would think San Francisco, San Diego, uh, one of those 4 teams would, or 2 teams would be, or both will be a wild card spot. Um, but right now they're uh, 1 game separates the Dodgers and the Giants and the Padres. And so it's a 3-team race for that, which I think it's going to be fun all season long. All 3 teams are just playing phenomenal. But you also got whoever's going to be in second place in the NL East. You also have the NL Central. So looks like the wild card's going to be really full if the Arizona doesn't get their things together. Now, because of this, there is big rumors that they might sell at the deadline. I mean, we're 7 weeks away. I would guess if the struggles continue up to the All-Star break, then maybe consider selling. I think it's still too early. I know this is around the time guys are going to look, guys are going to see. I mean, we've had some very minor trades happen the last couple of weeks. But do you really want to give up when you're 7 weeks away? I know they got a whole lot of free agents. Most importantly, 2 big names come to mind, which is Zach Gallen and Josh Naylor, both free agents. Gallen has been struggling, but he could probably be a good 4th or 5th starter for a contending team. Josh Naylor, great first baseman, left-handed bat. Again, could probably be great for another contending team. Maybe the Red Sox, they're looking for a first baseman if they're in contention. Maybe Yeah, I'm trying to think of who else could use him. Maybe they bring him back to Cleveland. I doubt it. I know that's probably weird, but hey, why not? Uh, may, maybe no, Philadelphia. They got Harper right now. Unless Harper decides to go back to the outfield, and you rearrange the outfield, I could probably see that happening. Maybe Texas. I know they need a first baseman. Seattle. Yeah, so there are pretty good teams that need a first baseman that would be contending. I can see that. As for Zach Gallen, I don't know. Maybe Houston. Maybe the Yankees. Boston again. The Mets, if the Mets are willing. Uh, can't see him going to the Dodgers for a couple reasons. One, same division, and two, the Dodgers have so much pitching right now. It's ridiculous that how many starting pitchers are hurt and they still have starting pitching available. It's just insane to me. Um, yeah, so I don't know what Arizona will do. I mean, they gotta step it up. They gotta figure something out to replace Corbin Burns. I mean, he's gonna be gone for the rest of this year, and maybe this time next year he'll come back. I don't know. Tommy John is very tricky surgery and injury. So I really don't know where Arizona goes here. I mean, they're a great team, but it's just right now it's kind of difficult to be what they should do. Should they buy? Should they sell? Like I said, we're 7 weeks away. Um, give it to the All-Star break, or even after the All-Star break. Just see where you're at, and then decide from there. Um, so yeah, it really sucks that they lost Corbin Burns, and I really like to see what they do next. Um, the other team, and this got me mad. this really got me mad. Is the Atlanta Braves. Now, Atlanta Braves, I don't know what's going on. They have their two guys back, still struggling through this whole thing. It's insane that these guys are this terrible. Like they're literally this. They're really bad. Uh, you know, I mean, they have the pitching, they have the hitting. It's the bullpen that sucks. Your closer has an ERA of like of way over 5, almost in the 6 of an ERA. Your bullpen in general is 10th in all of baseball, which is not bad, but that's not where you want to be. And you bring in the whole, you know, ownership. It's just very odd to me because this off-season, spring training, you signed Craig Kimbrell. You brought him back after 11 years. yes, he struggled in the minors, but you're very, very hesitant to bring him back up. And on Friday against the Giants, he pitches in the 7th inning, gives up 1 hit. I think he had like 1 strikeout or 2 strikeouts. Had a perfect inning. And then you DFA him the next day. I understand it's 1 game. I do. I really understand it's just 1 game. It means nothing. But you need all the help you can get. You need all the help. And that's even if Craig Kimbrell can help you out. He decided to call up some guy from the minors, DFA Craig Kimbrell, and your bullpen has not worked out these last couple of games. On Friday and Saturday, you lost both extra inning walk-offs from the Giants. It makes no sense what the Braves are doing. They're another team that I think might actually sell. They're so far back of the New York Mets. I'm looking at some guys as well. Chris Sale. I don't think anyone's going to call you for Iglesias. Let's just stick with the facts of that. Iglesias stinks. He used to be a great pitcher. I don't know what happened to him this year. People are going to call you for Ozuna. Everyone could use a DH, and if you're saying you can't use a DH, you're out of your mind. Everyone can. It's going to be, honestly, you're gonna go and try to get him. He's a free agent after the end of this year. I think anybody will get Chris Sale. He's not terrible, but he's also not Chris Sale of last year. Is it the run support? Probably. He's really not getting any great run support from the Braves. The Braves are a mess. And it really kind of does kill me right now that this team with such good talent and you're not doing anything. And they're struggling this bad. That they still, which to me makes absolutely no sense, still haven't called Acuna and try to sign him up long term. That's the face of your franchise. But you make 2 trades with Oakland back-to-back years for Matt Olson, immediately lock him up. You go for Sean Murphy, you trade him, you immediately lock him up. You immediately lock up Austin Riley. Why not Acuna, the face of your franchise? I think, honestly, this is going to turn into another Vlad situation. Vlad was a free agent this year. You signed him April, May, and finally got him to his needs. I think right now, Acuna, we're going to relive this situation. And I don't know why the Braves are waiting so long. I don't know why, like I said, they make stupid moves after needing every single help you could get from the bullpen. Like I said, Craig Kimbrell was happy to be there. Said it took me a long time to come back, but I'm finally back. I'm happy. I like to end my career with the Braves. Why not? It's something. It's just, I don't know. That really got me mad. It really, really did. I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but I think they're gonna be sellers in 7 weeks. I don't think they're going. They're gonna be contending anytime soon. Speaking of teams that are selling, there's a lot of reports out there that the Texas Rangers uh, would be sellers. Um, that I don't. I really hope it's not true. Uh, just because, again, they're a great team. They really are. They're phenomenal. Yes, they're 3 games under 500, and they're in fourth place behind the Angels. But this team is way too good to be true. It's more with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Wait. I would wait. Now, who could be on the move for the Rangers? Well, DeGrom, I heard, is probably going. A lot of people are actually very interested with Patrick Corbin, which, I mean, he's been phenomenal as of late. Um, he's what? Let's see. So far, he has a 3.52 ERA. His actually that's his best since 2019, believe it or not. So people will probably be calling about him. Um, DeGrom once again. He's actually been phenomenal. Uh, on Saturday, again, just pitched 7 uh, shutout innings. Um, so yeah, but again, they're so there. They're just like right there that I don't think they really need to try to sell. You're even 4.5 games out of the wild card. If we want to get technical, compared to the other 2 teams I've talked about, Arizona 6 games, Atlanta 9. So those got teams definitely might actually be sellers. But Texas, you're 4.5 games back of the wild card. Wait till the All-Star break and see where you are. Um, but if they do decide to sell, let's play like the what if. Probably DeGrom. I know some people don't want to hear it. I would actually bring him back to the Mets. Why not? He's pitched there. He's comfortable. I mean, yes, the Mets rotation is actually really good. That what you call it, the pitching lab that they do has been phenomenal. But if I have a chance to go get Jacob DeGrom, compared to having Frankie Montas, I'm gonna take Jacob DeGrom. Imagine that: DeGrom, Mania, Clay Holmes, Sega, and Taylor McGill, who's also been. That's a great rotation. And then I have Blackburn in the bullpen. I would honestly put Montas in the bullpen. They're all set. And the way they're playing now, it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. I would go after, if the Rangers are to sell, I hope the Mets are the first one to call about Jacob deGrom. I would love to see a reunion. Love to see him end his career. I mean, he's 36, 37 years old. Let him go out with a bang. Try to win a World Series with deGrom. Um, I know I mentioned the Braves, but one trade I heard kind of actually makes sense. But that's uh, Chris Sale to the New York Yankees. Now, I think it'll be good if they get the Chris Sale and he's still dominant. I can see that. I can see the Yankees gain it. I think he's got one more year left on his contract, so he'll be a free agent in 2026. So you wouldn't have to go after everybody. And also in 2026, that would be a phenomenal rotation. Garrett Cole, Fried, Sale, Rodon, what, Heel? Yeah, that actually be, and I'm saying it out loud, that'd be very phenomenal. It'd be perfect. But yeah, I could probably see that. Uh, Ozuna will fit in anywhere, um, for any team. I think get him on a contending team for um, like any club. Um, I'm trying to think who would be a DH, but it would really be for anyone. Um, yeah, that's kind of hard to pick a spot um, for Ozuna, but you get him. If anybody wants Iglesias, go ahead. I want to use him as a closer, though. Put him as an eighth inning guy. And then trying to see what teams in the AL will actually start probably selling. Uh, Maybe Baltimore, but I don't see anyone really getting calling them. Uh, the White Sox, I think will do another spending spree. I think Benintendi might be out. Robert Jr. will be phenomenal uh, for any team. I'm actually looking at the Mets. Why not? He'll be a great center fielder. Um, Maybe the Phillies could look at Robert Jr. Um, oh yeah, back to Baltimore. Cedric Mullins, he's a free agent. He's actually a really good guy as well. He'll fit any team. Actually, the two teams I've also mentioned, the Phillies and the Mets, I think he'll be really good with that. Take Jose Siri out. I know he's been hurt, but he can't hit. He's like a 195 life in his career. He's only good for his glove, but we'll have to see. It'll be more news as we get closer to the trade deadline. Like I said, we're 7 weeks out, so there's really um, no more talk about it. But yeah, we'll have to find out. And yeah, let me know what you guys think uh, about the Corbin Burns situation, about the Braves. How are they doing? Um, who else do you think should be sellers, and what trade do you think could happen um, very soon? And also, if you please like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Really appreciate the support. And yeah, we'll be back on it, I believe, Friday, as we'll do World Series games. That should be a lot of fun with Craig and Al. Always a fun time when we have those guys on. And for that, I will sign off, and I will see you all in the next one.